And now, the match number 4. Introducing first, many times champion of Europe and the world, please welcome Armenian arm wrestler, Vachagan Hovhannisyan! And his opponent, multiple times Georgian, European, and world champion, all hail Gocha Sichinava!
Georgia versus Armenia. Here we go, round number 1. It's Georgia who leads 2-1 so far against Team World tonight. Match number 4. Here we go. Sichinava on the right of screen. Early start there. Hovhannisyan of Armenia looking to get a bit of a trace around. Hovhannisyan of Armenia, Sichinava of Georgia. Here we go. Off to the referee's grip, both athletes ready to go. Hovhannisyan, Sichinava. Here we go. Round number 1, referee's grip. Bristow, the head referee here tonight. A lot of details here, shoulders being squared, webbing even, both athletes similar styles, you can see. Low hand, slight low hand from both. Referee's grip. Even start there. And you can see the man, Hovhannisyan, very confident, he felt good. Sichinava looking strong with the back pressure through the pronation, confident as well. This one is going to the strap. All right, referee applying the strap here. This one is going to tell us the truth now. We'll know exactly who's got the dominance. The back pressure pronation of Sichinava looked good in the slip. Hovhannisyan looked good through the fingers in the back pressure. Hovhannisyan of Armenia looking to equalize the score tonight between Georgia and Team World. With Georgia, of course, leading 2-1 so far on tonight's card. Strap being taken off, someone not happy there with the way that one came together. Both athletes resetting. Similar shape, similar style, both of these athletes. Only one, though, will win the hand control. Who's it going to be? Hovhannisyan, Sichinava. Here we go. Round number 1. Match number 4, GVW. Here we go. Armenia versus Georgia. Almost a mirror image of each other, these two athletes. Sichinava closing first. And a good start, the man from Armenia. Good control. But referee saying perhaps an early movement there. He was ready to celebrate, Hovhannisyan. It did look good. You got to admit, if you're a fan of the Armenian team world, that was an excellent start there from Hovhannisyan. But they will go once more into the strap. Let's see if Sichinava can change the way that balance was looking. Round number 1 still here, yet to get on the board. Hovhannisyan, Sichinava. It's all coming out of this moment here. We're going to find out right now. Referee's got them set better this time. Sichinava finds the pronation. Hovhannisyan had the opportunity but got a little lax. Now it's Sichinava rocking back and forth. Looking good. This is a battle now, ladies and gentlemen. The dead wrist defense of Hovhannisyan still holding strong, but Sichinava has complete hand control. Deliberate elbow foul there from Hovhannisyan. He wants out. He wants to restart that one once again. Takes the volunteer elbow foul. It was Hovhannisyan who actually had the start, and he looked good, but he show-ponied a little bit, and that's all it took for Sichinava to win hand control, gain that height. Sichinava, Hovhannisyan still in the opening round. Very tight battle here. The 4th match of GVW number 1. All right, into the strap they go still in round number 1. Will Hovhannisyan hesitate this time? Will he go for the kill, or is the bullets that Sichinava just put into Hovhannisyan's hand, have that done too much damage? And now it's in favor of the Georgian. We're about to find out. Armenia versus Georgia, round number 1. Here we go. Very even battle so far. Hovhannisyan focused there. Good start. Hovhannisyan gets over the pronation this time. Sichinava in trouble with a deliberate elbow foul by the look of that. Hovhannisyan cutting off the pronator of Sichinava there quite effectively from center at go. Long opening round this one, as both go back and forward with different fouls. Hovhannisyan of Armenia, Sichinava of Georgia. Locked in a very even battle so far, still in the opening round of this match, which is match number 4 of tonight's 16-match super match card. GVW1, of course, brought to you by Leader Bet and Forza Tbilisi, our major sponsors tonight. Hovhannisyan has looked good for the most part, but Sichinava has found a way to still be hanging in this opening round. The back pressure pronation, though, taking its toll. The fatigue starting to build up, no doubt. Who has the better endurance at this stage? Here we go in the referee's grip, strapped up, good to go, round number 1. Everybody's on fouls. This one will give us a result either way. Sichinava, Hovhannisyan. Who will take it? Good start there. Hovhannisyan controlling the pronator, adding the side pressure and pronation, and gets the first round. Finally, we have someone on the scoreboard, 1-0, the man from Armenia in the lead. What a brutal opening first round. If we talk about endurance and fatigue, it's like they've had an entire super match already, and it is only 1-0. The man from Armenia chipping through time and time again, electing now to go straight to the strap. Saving the energy. Both these guys appreciate how much fatigue is already in their arms. Hovhannisyan 1-0. Sichinava looking for a way back. Still a relaxed look on the face of Sichinava, not concerned yet. Even though he's down 1-0, he still believes that there is a way back into this match. Hovhannisyan, the more energetic of the two at the table. As Sichinava's back pressure, we can see his main weapon there, the high wrist position, strength through the bicep. But it's the fingers and the dragging, the control of the pronation and the bringing forward of the shoulder from Hovhannisyan that's been the difference so far. Here we go, round number 2. Referees have them almost set and ready to go. There's the start. Good stop this time. Hovhannisyan, though, chips through in the second one. Open arm, top roll defense now. Sichinava in this match brings it back to center. Side pressure. Referees stop it. Who's the foul on? But either way, regardless of who the foul is on, one foul, Sichinava. That was good. If you're on Team Georgia, that was positive. Sichinava found an effective stop. Even though it was Hovhannisyan who had, for the better part, the control of center, he was unable to get through the defensive pronation of Sichinava, and it was possible there. It was hopeful for Team Georgia of a comeback in that round. Play there shows it. Back live, we are getting strapped up once again. 1-0 still the score. Hovhannisyan leading so far. Hovhannisyan's been very dominant so far in controlling the pronator from center, but Sichinava is showing that defensive static open arm top roll is able to get an effective stop. The side pressure going to be the difference here, it would seem, as they find the balance point between the hands. Referees now squaring the shoulders, getting them ready. Sichinava, of course, on one foul. Hovhannisyan going to look for that aggressive start once again. Yeah, but this time it stops at center. But Hovhannisyan perfectly timed. A bit of extra patience from him there. Extra patience at center allowed Sichinava to attempt some offense. And as soon as that offense failed, it was a quick counterattack, and the man from Armenia now leads 2-0. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching online, thank you for joining us here at GVW1. We have been given a few extra matches here for free, which is bonus too. But we will be taking a pause at the end of this match, and we will be converting over to the pay-per-view. So make sure you sign up to the pay-per-view, get that membership, hit the join now button, hit the GVW1 selection, and you will be able to see the remainder of the card tonight. So we will be pausing at the end of this match and converting over to the pay-per-view. Two to 0, the man from Armenia leading over Team Georgia right now. Hovhannisyan, patience and explosivity so far. Sichinava looking for a way back and doesn't agree for the strap. Better. Sichinava's back pressure looks good. But Hovhannisyan happy to just dump the wrist and slip the straps. But early start called there, so going again. Good start there from Sichinava. The back pressure and pronation looking good now. Showing signs. Dumps his wrist, flops underneath. After this match, again, ladies and gentlemen, we will be taking a pause and switching over to the pay-per-view, so grab that pay-per-view as soon as you can. The members area is where you'll need to be for the remainder of the card tonight. Hovhannisyan, 2-0. But right now, Sichinava looking like he's got some energy and he's found an opportunity. But the strap has been a problem for him so far. Let's see if he can continue with the dominance that we just saw out of strap now that the strap has been applied. Sichinava from Team Georgia. Georgia has made a few comebacks so far already in the opening matches tonight. It is currently 2-1, Team Georgia over Team World. But Hovhannisyan, one pin away from equalizing the score. Sichinava on the left of screen. Hovhannisyan. See that high, straight wrist of his. He wants to cut the pronator off of Sichinava. Early start there. A bit of a balk. You can see he's hunting the pronator once again, bringing that side pressure supination into the game early. Hovhannisyan one win away from securing victory. Sichinava though, let's see, he's got the hope. He knows the lane is there, just needs to execute this timing off the start. If he gets the stop, the crowd will go wild. Sichinava, Hovhannisyan, here we go, round number 3. And there is the early start. Let's have a look. What's the call? Early start on Hovhannisyan. You can see where he's going with this match. He just wants to control his opponent's pronator. And he believes he can get the job done from there. Sichinava hanging on by a thread at the moment, but he's still alive. Hovhannisyan looking for the kill. And there's the start. Good hand control, but it's Sichinava as the wrist starts to bend backwards on Hovhannisyan. But Hovhannisyan returns to center, starts talking to Sichinava. Elbow foul, Sichinava. Deliberate elbow foul. Interesting battle there. You can see how Hovhannisyan was unable to pin. Let's be clear about that. He was unable to pin, but every time Hovhannisyan not going too hard too early and not giving Sichinava the opportunity he needs to crack open the hand. But good, intelligent, deliberate elbow foul there from Sichinava, keeping him alive once more. Okay, round number 3, here we go. Thin ice now for everyone. Sichinava, 1 foul and down 2-0. He must win this round right here. Hovhannisyan of Armenia, 1 win away. He feels like he has it. The control is there, just unable to finish the match decisively yet. Sichinava holding on with that open arm top roll. That pronation keeping him alive. Here we go, round number 3. Hovhannisyan looking for the victory. Referee's getting them set, shoulders are square. See the focus on Hovhannisyan. He wants to finish it here. Sichinava living on the edge. Needs to crack the wrist. There's the start, but the side pressure hits the open arm top roll defense. He starts coming forward. Sichinava looking defensive, still believes he's in this match, can't quite finish. Side pressure keeps hitting the pronation wall. Sichinava holding on, elbow foul, Hovhannisyan. My goodness me, he is so close to securing victory, but it is Sichinava at the death. Impressive. I remind everybody, ladies and gentlemen, at the conclusion of this match, we will be hitting pause and swapping over to the pay-per-view. So please get your membership if you want to continue. Hovhannisyan and Sichinava in a nail biter here. So close yet so far, it would seem. Hovhannisyan has tasted the victory all but many times. Sichinava, though, keeps finding a way to keep this match alive. Here we go, round number 3. Both guys on fouls. They must keep their elbows down on this one. Referees getting them set. Hands being closed. Here we go. Armenia versus Georgia. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is. And there's the start. Stays the center. Sichinava chips through. Starts to work on the hand and wrist. But Hovhannisyan sets the shoulder. But this time the wrist starts to crack even further. Hovhannisyan waiting for patience. His shoulder looks solid, but the hand control is starting to fade. Here we go, the flop press now trying to come through, but so far Sichinava looking pretty comfortable. Keeping that tight position, deep breaths from both men. Side pressure, surges, counterattacks, it's all happening here. You can see both men acknowledging each other, nodding towards each other. Who will take it? Sichinava of Georgia now starting to climb. Side pressure, Armenia goes for it, but Sichinava has it wrapped up so far in the defense. Here we go, the pulses, the shoulder. Georgia makes some noise, here it comes. Sichinava starting to take control of center. The height's starting to come up. One last side pressure surge from Hovhannisyan. Can he find a way through? Sichinava climbing, pulsing, surging, side pressure. Here it comes. Georgia, here's your man. Sichinava, has he got enough? Hovhannisyan holding on though. Sichinava, deep breaths. Both men, brutal arm wrestling war here. The wrist going a long way back. Sichinava taking his time, talking to his opponent. Adds the side pressure, can't get through. The bicep fatigue is there. This is going to have to end in a press. Both arms fatigued to the max. Sichinava now. Oh, there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Sichinava. What a round that was. Sichinava. His opponent just inching his way towards victory steadily and surely. Knowing that he couldn't go all outside pressure because the bicep fatigue was there, but he was very patient, adding the shoulder at the right time. And with the hand control compromised, Hovhannisyan having to concede that one in the end. And now the score is 2-1. Armenia leads, but once again, ladies and gentlemen, Georgia down 2-0, then starts the comeback. Two to one the score now as we step up to round number 4. Acknowledgement from both athletes of the level of effort gone in so far and the fatigue that they're both feeling. Guys are starting outside of the strap. That means someone look for Hovhannisyan to try to get a quick press in here. He does not want to hang around. Hovhannisyan bringing the shoulder forward. You can see it. He's going for the press. Sichinava must be careful here. We know the biceps are fatigued. If a press gets in, that will be brutal. Sichinava must be alive to it, and he is. Slip, straps. The arm was there for Hovhannisyan with the press, but the hand wasn't. Strap them up. Round number 4. Both athletes intensely fatigued at the moment. Long match. Many starts, restarts, and starts again. And they find themselves in round number 4 with the score 2-1, the man from Armenia leading. A reminder, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last of the Freeview broadcast. We will be pausing the matches after this one and heading to the pay-per-view. If you haven't already bought your membership, do so now. Hit join on the YouTube channels, head to the members section, and you will be able to continue watching the 12 remaining matches for tonight. Hovhannisyan, Sichinava, match, brutal match of the night so far. Hovhannisyan wanting to cut off that center line, but pronation, defense from Sichinava. Hovhannisyan surging with the side pressure, but once again, we've seen this position before. Sichinava relaxes in his defense. His pronator is his best weapon. Sichinava climbing and adding that patience. Look for Sichinava to add the shoulder. Slowly but surely. He doesn't want to use his bicep. His bicep is gassed from the defense. He says no to Hovhannisyan. Hovhannisyan checks Sichinava's eyes to see if there was effort there. But Sichinava climbing, taking more and more height. Hovhannisyan unsure of where to go from here. Looking for the flop press. He's getting lower and lower down the arm of Sichinava. But still, the flop press with a fully committed shoulder does find a way onto the bicep of Sichinava. Sichinava's got to be careful. What have we got there? Elbow foul, I'm not sure. Let's have a look. That might be the victory right there, as the referees confirm with each other. Too casual. He was very relaxed in his defense. As they head now down to the replay board, head referee is going to review that one. Absolutely brutal match. Head referee checking the review. Head referee checking the review now. Interesting stuff. Going back, looking at it from as many angles as they can. Sichinava on very thin ice at the moment. He relaxed in defense. Maybe a little too much. It might cost him. And Hovhannisyan might have snuck this one through the gate at the last moment. Ladies and gentlemen, whilst they are doing this replay, reminder, this is the last of the Freeview matches. We will be hitting pause after this, the conclusion of this match, and we will be swapping over to the pay-per-view. Get your membership now, hit the join button on the YouTube channel, and you'll be able to watch the remainder of the 12 matches still to come tonight. Head referee still reviewing the various angles, looking to work out if there was a foul. Hovhannisyan, Sichinava, it is not over. Referees returning them to the strap. Two to one, Hovhannisyan looking for the victory. Will this extended delay or break there for the replay, will that help one man more than the other? Hovhannisyan looked good early in the match. Has he refreshed here with that extra few minutes Look for the side pressure, the press, the full commitment from Hovhannisyan. Sichinava must stay awake. He cannot relax too much. Armenia versus Georgia. Here we go, round number 4. And there it is, the all-familiar position once again. Sichinava on the pronated defense. Hovhannisyan with the wrist back, adding the side pressure. Sichinava rocking back and forward. He wants to get it to his side of center, but it's Hovhannisyan so far, looking in that Todd Hutchins style position. He's locked down with the side pressure, but has to stand up and look for a press. Sichinava looking to climb. Hovhannisyan not allowing him to. More continuous side pressure. Hovhannisyan digging in deep. Sichinava nodding and smiling. Here come the shoulders, the surges, the micro hits from Sichinava. Hovhannisyan going in all in now, adds the pressure. He puts a bit more horsepower into the side pressure, but Sichinava holds on. Hovhannisyan, Sichinava, round number 4, it's brutal. Oh! What do we got? Sichinava put in a big... Sichinava trying to give himself an intentional foul, was it? Let's have a look. Fouls here tonight. That's a restart, and we continue. Got to be one of the most brutal matches we've seen in a long time. GVW1 not disappointing tonight. So many good matches, and this one just lifting the standard once again. Hovhannisyan, Armenia. Sichinava of Georgia. Brutal war so far. Both athletes now on one foul, both on thin ice. And there's the start, Hovhannisyan with the side pressure. Once again, the pronated defense. Here he comes with a rocking shoulder. Hovhannisyan looking for the way to find it through, but unable to so far. Sichinava holding on with that pronated defense. He looks relaxed once again. Hovhannisyan head down, the Todd Hutchins style. Here he goes, he's getting closer. Sichinava has to be careful. Hovhannisyan checking the eye contact. Big shoulder drive there, but unable to get through. As the tricep in, Sichinava trying to climb. Will he add his own side pressure? Hovhannisyan in all sorts of lactic acid pain right now. Sichinava waiting for his time to attack. He's got to be careful. He's bleeding his own bicep. Sichinava. Hovhannisyan going again on another surge. Sichinava's pronator will not die though. The open arm defense though, starting to get a little questionable. Can he get out of there? Hovhannisyan with that, again, Todd Hutchins style position, flop press. This one looks like it might be done, ladies and gentlemen. Wait. Protest from the Georgian team as they check. Hovhannisyan will not be able to pick up a cup of coffee after this one. He looks exhausted. Sichinava has been able to hold on with that defensive pronated position, but has been unable to get any effective offense involved. GV And there it is, the winner, definitely called now, head ref. Hovhannisyan from Armenia, your winner, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise. What a war that was. Absolutely brutal arm wrestling. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will be taking a break now and then returning with the pay-per-view. Grab your membership.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, please hail for Vachagan Hovhannisyan! ბატონებო და ქალბატონებო, 5 წუთით შევისვენოთ, 5-10 წუთით და დაგიბრუნდებით უკვე მეხუთე მატჩით. We'll take for 5-10 minutes break before the next match. But before then, მანამდე კი გავესაუბროთ ჩვენს გამარჯვებულსაც. შეგვიძლია? So, congratulations for your victory. Let me ask you. Congratulations for your victory. How do you feel? And what do you want to tell to the audience?
Thanks, Georgia. Thanks, Genadi, Kvikvinia, for giving us this opportunity for competing this amazing stage. Thanks to Gocha also. You are a great opponent and good person. Thanks for everything.
ყველას ძალიან დიდი მადლობა, ორგანიზატორებსაც ძალიან დიდი მადლობა და საჩუქარი გადასცა stay strong-მა გამარჯვებას. როგორ შევთა?